Air fried crispy apple chicken. Next, after this. Hey everybody, Don the Empty Chef here in Don's Empty Kitchen, which is not so empty today. I got my good buddy Sean over, and I'm going to make a new recipe that I just thought of last night. So let's get that started. For those of you who are wondering, I'm doing the Canadian Safety course as we speak. I'm on the fourth module, and I'm going to finish it. Here it is. I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it today. I washed my hands like 2 minutes before Sean got here, but we did replace a light bulb, so I'm going to wash my hands again. And you guys may notice a new thing over here by the sink. It's a metal can, and it's got food food safe sanitizer in it. And I gotta show this to Sean. Sean, I ripped up an old Dollarama bag and made a bunch of cloths so I could just wash my hands with sanitizer.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's a good
and
idea.
then just throw them out. You know.
Yeah.
Just throw them out. So that's that. Okay, okay, that's gonna be washed now.
What are you making today, Don?
So I'm gonna make I had an idea last night for a pork chop, right? A breaded pork chop in the air fryer. And then instead of making like applesauce, just take like a shredder and shred the apple on top of the pork chop, and then make apple chips in the breading and the eggs, because we don't waste anything in this kitchen.
No.
So that's what I'm going to do. First of all, I gotta break these eggs and put them in here, and I'm just putting the eggshells in the sink for now, because even though I do try and do restaurant quality safety now, this is a home kitchen. So, and it's a lot. You guys don't have to see my ass if I put the yeah, nobody has to see my ass if I put the shells in the sink instead of in the garbage, you know. But I will put them in the garbage after I'm finished. So, a little trick for beating eggs. If you add just a smidge of salt in with your eggs, you really don't need milk or water.
Do you ever add? Yeah, I add water to mine sometimes when I do it.
Yeah, but I want this nice and gummy because I want to not only do the that goes in the sink. I'm just gonna, so I don't touch the meat. I'm just gonna dump it out of the plastic right into the egg wash like that. Slide it right in there, and use my tongs. That up there because that's salvageable. I won't use it again for food, but I'll use it for something else, pens or something. A Ziploc bag. So you said the traffic was terrible out today, eh, Sean?
Yeah, it's slick out there with the rain, the snow, and then the light rain.
Oh, is it raining too?
I had like just the speckles, but
yeah. Well, that can't be good.
Yeah, glad I got my winters on.
Yeah. So my air fryer is nice and clean. I cleaned it last night, sterilized it, and cleaned it, then sterilized it. So it's nice and good. And I'm just gonna take that out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. I just put the egg in the or I put the pork in the egg wash, and now I'm going right into the crumbs.
I'll move to the side here so they can get a better.
better view. Yeah, go sit down in my chair, and that way you're off camera.
Get a better view of what you're.
Yeah, well, you're still on mic, so you can people still hear you, you know, and they know what you look like now, so that's good enough, you know. So, no, this is a pork chop.
Okay. Come take a look.
Yeah, sure.
So you put the egg, then you put the
breadcrumbs. I didn't flour it first. Normally you flour it first, then you put it in the egg, then you put it in the breadcrumbs. But I want to use the egg, so I don't want it contaminated with the flour.
Yeah, in a separate bowl.
Yeah. So while that's cooking, because that's got to go on for 20 minutes at 380. So we're going to ignore the preheat. We'll leave it at 20 minutes, and we'll just start and just let it beep for the preheat. After it's done, and just leave it alone. And then when it beeps halfway, and then we'll check on it and flip it. But while it's doing that, I'm going to cut up my apples on this nice clean cutting board. I'll wash my hands first. And then I'm going to cut up my apples. I really like these sanitizer rags right beside the sink. That's a really good idea. Why I'm so into it, Sean, is because I was watching the pot pie video I did yesterday or the other day. I was watching the pot pie video, and I was eating off the cutting board. I was letting meat touch vegetables, and very unsafe stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what am I teaching these people who don't know how to cook? What am I teaching them?
Yeah.
I went back and I looked at my last 40 videos that I've been doing. Well, there's 50 up there now. I went back and I looked at them all, and I came about 2 seconds away from just throwing in the towel, deleting the channel, and saying, "Fuck it, I can't cook for other people. I can't do it online. I can't."
Yeah.
But I figured, Don, you've quitted everything else in your life, and you're getting to an age where you're not going to have many more chances to actually do something. So,
well, that's good because it's an inspiration for others too.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah.
So that's good. But the thing is, you've been cooking for a long time. It's a passion of yours.
Yeah.
You live and learn, right? No one's perfect, and it's good that you didn't throw the towel in.
Yeah.
And the only towel you're throwing in is the laundry after it's done.
Yeah.
And then when it's clean and dry, you're gonna use it
again. Yeah.
You're right. I used to cook like I put steak and chicken on the same cutting board.
Yeah.
And I don't put it on cardboard. I don't put it on wood cutting board anymore because the meats get soaked into the wood.
Yeah.
So I use a glass one or plastic.
Yeah.
So for vegetables and fruit, it's fine. But when it comes to cutting up chicken, pork chop, steak, any type of meat, sausage, I don't use the wooden cutting boards because the meat soaks in there. That's when you get the bacteria buildup. Right?
Yeah. Well,
even if you wash it right away,
as long as you can afford new knives, that's fine.
Yeah. You have a
God damn it! I touched my head. Eh?
Do you have a plastic cutting board?
No, because I can't afford new knives.
Well, we can still use the current knives you're using, right?
Glass and ceramic cutting boards, right? Dull your knife like crazy. Like that's why traditional cutting boards are always wood.
Right.
It's because chefs put more money into a knife than they do into their entire wardrobe.
Yeah.
So like their knives are a couple of $1,000 a piece.
Yeah.
So.
But you can get, and I've seen it before. I can maybe pick one up if I see one. A knife sharpener, right?
Oh, I've got a few of them.
Okay. Just to keep it that sharp edge.
Yeah, I got a few of them. Yeah, well, you'll see. I sharpened my knives this morning about 4:30 this morning because I knew I was going to do this. So I sharpened my knives about 4:30 this morning, and I didn't hone them. I saved honing them till. Frig, I love these rags. These are awesome. Do I have more? It's not cut. Okay, well, all right, I'll make some more. Good enough.
How you like the air fryer?
I love the air fryer. I think I've used my oven once since I got the air fryer. That's it.
Yeah. I was the same. Oven takes too long, and air fryer 2 minutes. It's preheated.
Yeah. Not only that, once you clean your oven, you'd never use it again because it stays clean. And let the next person who lives here worry about it,
Yeah.
Because I hate cleaning ovens. I really, really do. Well, that's it, Temporary holder. So our apples are ready to go in as soon as the thing comes out. While the apples are cooking, I'm going to cook up the egg and make a little omelet to go with it. I don't know if I should do one at a time or
You're doing the apples
breading.
in the breading too.
Yeah, so they're deep fried, and so they're crispy on the outside and then soft. And
You soak them in the egg first.
yeah, I'm soaking them in the egg now.
What kind of breadcrumbs? Just
Cornflakes, Kellogg's.
oh yeah, I use those ones. You ever tried Planko?
Yes, I have. I do like those too, but they're a little more expensive.
Yeah.
You know, this is the empty kitchen. We do have to be very budget conscious. And as far as this meal goes, so far it's under $3.50 if I stick to what I have planned.
Are those red delicious apples you're using?
No Macintosh. I wish that's delicious. What do you think I am, rich?
I didn't think there's that much price difference in the red delicious. And I mean, apples in itself are expensive. It doesn't matter what kind you get.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, well, I don't know where you shop, but I know at Metro, you never see Red Delicious in bags. They're always sold individually.
Yeah.
So
I usually go to Freshco. They have good prices.
yeah, well, thing is, I don't have a car, so I gotta rely on wherever Instacart will deliver from, right?
Yeah.
So
I saw a recipe somewhere. I could get online. It was for an apple crisp in the air fryer. You ever think of doing that one?
I did an apple crumble,
Okay.
and I'm going to be doing another one today. Mainly because I hate making pastry dough. Have you ever made pastry dough?
No.
Oh, it's a pain in the ass, Sean.
Yeah.
You got to make the dough, then you got to roll it out one way, fold it back on itself, turn it half turn, roll it out again, fold it back on itself, turn it half a turn. Do that 60 times, put it in the fridge.
60?
Whoa. Put it in the fridge, wait an hour, and do it again.
Oh, yeah. No thanks.
Yeah, and pastry chefs. Oh, it's easy. Yeah, it's easy if you like doing it. Yeah, it's easy. I don't like doing it. You know, I hate doing pastry dough. I hate it with a passion. I had to do it the other day, and believe me, every millimeter of that pastry dough is getting used because there's no way I'm throwing out even the smallest scooch, like the smallest piece that I finished yesterday. I had 2 balls. I still have 1 ball in there. I had a small ball, and I ended up making a pot pie for 1. So I took a ramekin and I made the pastry and I put it inside the ramekin. And then I made a pot pie stew in that small little pot,
Right.
which fit inside the pastry perfectly, which pissed me off because I was hoping for a snack while it was cooking in the oven. But anyway, it fit perfectly inside the pastry. So that was that. And after I got the, I put it in the ramekin and I cut around the edge, so it's, and the little scrap around the edge wasn't even enough to make, like, I joked about it on my video. I said, anybody want a communion wafer? Because that's about the size of it. It was about the size of a communion wafer left of dough. So, like, every little scrap gets used. Yeah. So.
You put the timer on the air fryer?
Yeah. Well, it automatically goes on the. Don't get me all paranoid. You can't put it.
For the first 13 years of my life, my dad was a mean and brutal drunk. It got real bad. Till he ended up going to AA meetings at the Union Mission for Men. Well, things got a lot better. Dad ended up going back to school and coming back to the mission and working as the accountant under the director at the time, Ian McPhee. The mission also gave us a place to live when our house got condemned. 29 Waller, apartment 2, which is the upstairs of the little house right beside the mission. That was our apartment, or at least, for the longest time. I think I was married by the time he moved out of there. Yeah, I was. Yeah. My mom and dad would work at the mission. Dad would work as an accountant. Mom would work in the kitchen. And they even gave me a job when I was 16. Introduced me to Chef Anton and hired me as a dishwasher slash kitchen attendant. And that's what got me interested in my culinary career, which I've never had a culinary career per se because I don't have the stamina to be a chef, although how much I would love to be one. Like there's no chairs in the kitchen. Well, not since old Peter died, anyway. But because the mission helped out my family so much, that's why I want to do this commercial for them. And they didn't ask me to. They didn't suggest it. I just noticed their webpage and thought back and said, you know what? It's time to do something for your community. So I'm going to be putting this commercial in my videos, a third of my videos for the next year. Yeah, they've really impacted my life. Good ways, bad ways, but mostly in the memories. And definitely helped out my dad. He used to tell me on a daily basis, son, if I didn't work there, I'd live there. And I didn't get it. I didn't know what he meant. I do now. Well, did I not introduce myself? I'm sorry. I'm Don the Anti-Chef. More importantly, I'm Don Wellborn. John Wellborn's son. Thank you, Union Mission. Thank you. Hey, I stopped the video here because you guys don't need to see me blather on for about half an hour. But if you have stories about the blue door, actually, originally it was a gray door, and then it was kind of a flesh-colored door, which was really disgusting. And then it was a blue door, and it stayed a blue door, and became known as the blue door. So if you have stories about the blue door, 35 Waller, Union Mission for Men in Ottawa, leave them down below in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And if you have some time, some extra money, or just want to talk to people, there's the address and phone number, and there's the website. So, thanks for listening. Back to our show. On without turning the timer on.
Yeah.
I know you got the same one, but that's what makes me worried. Like, what does he know that I don't know? Yeah.
That's good too.
Yeah.
Oh, I see yours on your air fryer. I do have the same one. Yours says 400 Fahrenheit. Mine goes
Celsius?
Celsius, yes.
Yeah, because your wife changed it to that.
Or I think it came out of that, like out of the box. But I like the Fahrenheit one, so I'm used to Fahrenheit.
So am I. That's why it stays on Fahrenheit. That's why I'm worried about this. The only thing I'm worried about the safety course that I'm taking right now is that I've always cooked with American Imperial, Fahrenheit, cups, I don't use millimeters and milliliters and Celsius, So I'm worried if there's going to be a lot of temperature questions, which I know there is going to be a lot of temperature questions, if I can do the conversion in my head fast enough.
Yeah. If not, you can always.
Well, the thing is, here's the thing. I'm dyslexic in the first place, okay? Also, I freeze up during tests, okay? I don't do well. But you get 1 hour to answer 50 questions. right? So I don't think it's enough time.
It's about a minute a question, right?
Yeah, it's about a minute and 20 seconds a question. It's not even a minute, like 12 seconds a question. So, like, you know, if you get a long question, if you get a word that you have to sound out to figure out, you know.
Especially a lot of times too, there's very similar answers, right? It's not just a clear cut answer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not just a clear cut answer. Okay. I was going to use a little butter, but that means I have to wash another knife to cut it up. So I'm going to improvise. Avocado oil.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I never cooked with it, but I know one of my friends do. I should try that.
Yeah, especially with the air fryer because it's got the highest smoke point of all your oils, right?
What's the smoke point to give it that flavor?
No, it means it takes the longest time to start smoking.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What do you want? A shortest time to start smoking?
Why, you want a kitchen full of smoke and your smoke detector going off every time you use your air fryer?
I always get mixed up with that with the canola oil, the vegetable oil. There's extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah.
Right? There's different smokes to it.
Yeah.
That's the avocado oil. Okay, I'll try that. You fry eggs with it, or like
you can do anything with it. Yeah. I always say, you know, the air fryer is so versatile, you know, and if your smoke detector is far enough away from your stove that you don't have to worry about it going off every time, right? You can basically use anything but furniture oil in your, you know, any kind of food grade oil will work.
I've had mine for about a year.
Damn it, I touched my nose.
Yeah, that's okay. Just never to watch. Did you do any videos on bread? With the bread maker?
Yeah, when I first started, that's the first thing I started with was doing homemade bread, right? So I'm just going to pour this on my hands. I don't have any more rags in there, and I don't want to reach. Oh, I got a clean one right here. I put that aside. That's right. Okay, good. It's brand new. So anyway.
Yeah, I've had mine for about a year. My air fryer. I never had much smoke. Not much smoke from it.
Mine either, but you know, everybody else says, "Oh, they stink, they stink." You know what? Get a smoker in your house for a couple of days, and you'll appreciate the air fryer.
Yeah. Do you always set it to turn the food for a reminder?
I don't have to. It automatically does it, right?
Yeah, you can turn the option off. I know I do on mine.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, just on the display in the front.
Yeah.
It says turn food and reminder off. So you're doing something for like, if I'm doing
something for less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, like a frozen chicken, breaded chicken, from Jane's or something.
Yeah.
I just put it on for 6 minutes. I don't have to worry about it. But if you're doing something you want to rotate it.
You know what? I hate to sound like an idiot, but I think that is chicken.
I thought it was too. It looked like a chicken thigh to me.
Yeah, well, I remember putting pork chops in there and not finding them.
Yeah.
And I thought I found it yesterday. I was, oh, there's one of the pork chops. I'll use that.
That's when I saw your bread. I'm like, it looked like a chicken thigh, but I couldn't see it fully.
Well, I can't eat off this fork because I need it. See if I can just put it on the lid here. There we go. And just drop it. Chicken.
Yeah.
Gotta wash my nose. That one's better. Your camera's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is with the camera, when I move around, you can actually hear it.
Right.
That I'm moving around. It will get louder and lower. And these, they don't. They stay with you. So no matter where you are, let's get a fresh bag, brand new, right out of the package, and we'll put that in there. And that will be our sanitizer rag now. So, okay. So, I never finished my story. So, yeah, I was so downtrodden that I watched over all my old videos and saw, oh, I touched my face, I touched my head, I eat off the cutting board, you know. And I said, no, you know what? I'm not going to quit. I'm going to apologize on one of my videos, which I did already. And I'm going to take a cooking course. I'm going to swallow my pride, and I'm going to take a cooking course. And I found two courses. One, it's offered sort of an online course from the Cordon Bleu.
Yeah.
And that would be the quality of cooking that I like to think I'm up to,
Yeah.
you know. But it's really, really expensive. And then I found this servers course, which deals with chefs, with servers, anybody who works in the food industry. They have to pass this course. So I figured, since I'm cooking from home, you know, that would be good enough. I'll have a little certificate I can put on my website.
Yeah.
You know, really.
Yeah.
Talk to him, see if I can get him on the show. I want.
Oh, geez, this was 15 years. This was 15 years ago. I don't
Okay,
know.
okay. No, I
It was
wanted
my friend's brother, but yeah.
I want to get one of the teachers from Cordon Bleu to come on the show. I didn't leave on the best terms, so I don't know if that's going to actually work out.
No, I don't know if that teacher still be there. You think?
Be awfully friggin' old.
I like the apron. See, it has your logo.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, it has you subscribe to the channel, like it, and then share it. Yeah.
I was just going to leave this hanging on the fridge until I passed the course.
Yeah.
And just leave it as incentive for myself, you know. But fuck it, I wanted to wear it.
No, wear it. You gotta wear it. You're cooking. You gotta wear it.
Yeah, gotta wear it. Gotta wear it. Yeah. So the anti-chef has to wear his apron, and this logo that's on here, they wouldn't approve it.
How come?
So I thought I was going to have just an empty apron.
Yep.
You know, and that would have been, but no, they put it on. Why? Because it's too much. It's very close to the Benihana red logo that they use for their restaurant.
Okay.
So, except that mine's reversed and the eyes are different, but the basic shape is basically the same, so they didn't like it. So, what I did was I revamped it. I took them all off my website, you know, because that pissed me off on my merch site. I took them all off. I redid the logo, revamped it, made sure that nobody had any copyright issues with it. I took it on Google and made sure, and I took it to a couple of places that I know of that has copyright checks. I made sure nobody had a copyright problem with it. Nobody does. So then I put it all back up, and I'm in the middle of doing that right now. But I'm not, guys. I'm not plugging the merch channel. It's not up yet, so don't go buying merch, because you'll end up with a blank T-shirt or a blank sweatshirt, and you don't want that, right? You want to support the channel, but you want to have something to show for it. And so yeah. So until I say otherwise, please don't go buy anything off of my channel until I get it all worked out. Damn it. A little bit. It's not going to be pretty. I was hoping for a pretty one, but hoping for a pretty one.
Scrambled.
Well, I'm trying not to. That's going to stick. Scrambled it is. Yeah. Yeah, it totally stuck to the pan.
Yeah. You think it's the avocado oil? Is it usually pretty good for that, or butter is better?
Yeah, well, for this, I'd say butter is better. Well, it's an old pan too, eh? It's got
Right.
that
Yeah.
that stuff at the bottom that you cannot get off.
Yeah.
I've scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed. You know, and, if it was a clean non-stick pan, a little bit of avocado oil, that I would have been able to flip once,
Yeah.
fold it in half, and just fold it over. Thank you.
I always forget too.
Oh, God damn it. Oh. Okay. Not to put my hands on the plate. And I need a cutting board just to put the air fryer basket on because
Yeah, very.
these counters are cheap. Come on.
So you put it for 20 minutes, right? To be done in 20 minutes?
Yeah. Okay. Pretty damn sure that's right through. Fattest part. This is a cheap thermometer, so it takes a few seconds, but it does get there, and it does. So that's 86.3. So that's done, and that's Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So put that in my sanitizer. And now I want, the basket is still hot. I'll just top those in there.
Is that the apples?
Yeah, that's the apples. And since this is the first time I've ever done this, I don't know what to put them in for. I'll put them in for 10 minutes. I'll check on them in 4.
I find with the air fryer, like trial and error, and sometimes I'll do bacon and it'll be like, oh, it's kind of very raw still. I'll put it in for 3 more minutes and it's completely done. So it goes quick.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
goes real quick.
Yeah, I know.
The first time I did, I'm like, oh, another 6 minutes. I took it out and the bacon was about an inch long because it shriveled up so much, right?
Yeah.
So you just kind of gauge it when you're the more.
So I said for 4 minutes plus the preheat, and it's going to take like 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes for the preheat. So nice in the sanitizer. I need to wash it and use it again.
What do you grade the apple for?
Going on top of the chicken. Well, it's supposed to go on top of the pork, but I mean, I'm not going to change the recipe because the meat changed. So
No, keep it the same.
yeah. So, Sean, you're a fellow chef. I mean, you're more of a barbecue guy. You like your barbecue.
Well, you know what, Don? Since I got the air fryer, I did hamburgers the other night.
Yeah,
My barbecues got full of snow, so I said try hamburgers.
yeah,
I
and keep
prefer
warm.
I prefer hamburgers in the air fryer for numerous reasons.
Really?
Yeah, I find on the barbecue
Yeah,
you get the fat drip on the flame, so you got to
yeah,
cook it low. Then I find sometimes depending on the temperature because it changes, or depending on the fat drip from the meat, you
yeah,
can kind of burn one side. You got to really watch because the air fryer 6 minutes and it cooks equally both bottom and top, and I
yeah,
find it's juicier and not dried out.
yeah.
And yeah, I did 6 hamburgers in about 12 minutes. Perfect.
Garnish, I'm going to just use my hands for garnish.
So yeah, I prefer the air fryer. Even chicken wings, less work.
See, the problem with this as a garnish is you gotta eat it almost right away or serve it almost right away because the apple
Yeah.
is going to turn brown
Yeah.
in seconds.
Yeah, it happens quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I may only have 46 or 49 subscribers right now, but the channel's been up for less than a month. I get all kinds of emails. I get attaboys all the time on Twitter, on Reddit,
Yeah,
and everybody's, you're doing a good job. Keep it up. You know, keep doing what you're doing.
that's good. Gives you that extra motivation, right?
Right.
Are those coming good?
Um, yeah. Now it's too light because the coating's coming off. So we'll let it keep going, and we'll try them. This I'm going to use tonight on
Was that your breadcrumbs?
yeah. Now, normally people throw out the breadcrumbs, but if you're going to use them within a couple hours, and you don't store them on your counter, get them out of the danger zone as soon as you can.
Mm-hmm.
You know, put them in your fridge. They're good till tomorrow. So
Yeah.
And I'm going to be using them on chicken, so it's not like I'm cross-contaminating
Yeah.
meat. You know. So I was going to use them as because I got pork hamburger in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to use them as a filler for a pork meatloaf.
Oh, right.
But since this was chicken and not
Have you ever done a meatloaf in the air fryer?
in the air fryer, no, I haven't done it in the air fryer yet. I have done meatballs.
Yes.
Yeah.
How they turn out?
You know what? Surprisingly, really, really well. And they weren't traditional meatballs. They were done with a can of spam. Well, not spam, but canned ham.
Oh yeah.
The stuff.
Yeah.
I ground it up with a blender. Added 2 eggs, some of the breadcrumbs, some onions, some garlic, and made meatballs out of them. Made them in the air fryer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they were so good.
Yes.
You know, they were so good. I don't want to put these back in. I think they're done because I know if I put them back in, they're gonna come out brown, dark brown. So okay. Oh wow. Oh well. One of the side pieces went to poke it and it just spurted out a bunch of apple juice. And there is Don's air fried apple chicken.
Beautiful.
Help yourself.
No, that's okay.
You're my test. You're my guinea pig. I can't test it because if I do and say it's wonderful, everybody will say, "Oh yeah, well, how do we know, right?"
Yeah.
Just take a bite. Just try it.
Yeah, try one little.
Yeah, sure.
One little.
Don't worry, I'll eat the rest.
Just one little piece of it.
I want to try one of the apples here. I'm going to try it right out of the air fryer.
Yeah, nice and crispy on the outside, eh?
Oh, and hot in here. Hot. Hot in the center.
Mm.
Yeah?
Good. I like the apples like that.
There's no spices.
No,
Nothing added.
crispy. Thank you. That's good. I like the apples on it. Yep. The air fryer really just cooks it evenly, right? Cooks it evenly. That's good.
It's almost like a deep fried applesauce, you know?
Yeah, without the oil, right? Not without the oil. That's that's good.
So, once again, guys, that's, I'm calling that an episode. And remember, you guys have value, you have worth, you deserve a place in this world. So find that one thing that's going to get you out of bed every morning and do it. And don't let anybody ever tell you different either. You guys have a good one. I'm Don, the Empty Chef, and this is the Empty Kitchen, and I'm pulling for you. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.